Alright, back to another album review. Today's review is on Make Believe by Weezer. This is the fifth studio album by Weezer and is a follow-up to A Maladroit, which I reviewed last time. Work on this album took longer than its predecessors. In fact, songwriting began in early 2002, and demos were made in early 2003. The album was produced by Rick Rubin, with additional production by Chad Bamford and Weezer themselves. The album was mixed by Neil Avron, Alan Moulder, Rich Costi, and Josh Abraham. The executive producer was Jordan Schur, and the production coordinator was Lindsay Chase. The album was recorded by Chad Bamford and Jim Scott at Cello Studios, Grandmaster Recorders, and Henson Studios between December of 2003 and February of 2005. Pro Tools engineering was provided by Ryan Williams. Additional engineering was provided by Dan Leffler, Andrew Alakale, Kevin Mills, Jeremy McKenzie, Claudius Mittendorfer, and George Gums. The guitar technicians were Bobby Schneck and Doug Forsdick. The drum technician was Mike Fasano. The album was mastered by Vlado Meller at Sony Music Studios. The album was released on May 10th, 2005 on Geffen Records. Now let's talk about the songs. The first song on this album is Beverly Hills, which was released as a single on May 28th, 2005. This is the most popular song from this album, and my dad has been playing it on his radio show for nearly 20 years. The song even features Stephanie Idle on providing backing vocals. Marco Sega directed the song's music video, and there's a link in the description. After that is Perfect Situation, which was released as a single on October 11th, 2005. This is another really popular song from this album. Mark Webb directed the song's music video, and there's going to be a link in the description. The next track is This Is Such a Pity, which was released as a single on March 6, 2006. What's interesting is that the song contains some elements of new wave, which I never really expected from Weezer. Then again, Bush also touched upon new wave when making The Science of Things. Next up is Hold Me. Neil Avron did the mixing for the song. Up next is Peace. Neil also mixed this song. That's followed up by We Are All on Drugs, which was released as a single on July 12th, 2005. Rivers Cuomo said the song is about society being addicted to the internet, gambling, and relationships, not just drugs. The song's music video was directed by Justin Francis, and there's a link in the description. Producer Rick Rubin has a cameo in the video as a firefighter. Unsurprisingly, the video does contain fire. We followed it up with Damage in Your Heart. The song features Akiko Teramoto on the violin. What comes next is Pardon Me. The mixing was done by Rich Costi. What comes after that is My Best Friend, and the song was mixed by Josh Abraham. The following track is The Other Way. Jason Freese plays the saxophone on the song. This is the only song on this album to be mixed by Alan Moulder. The second to last track is Freak Me Out. My dad regularly plays this song on his radio show. The last track on this album is Haunt You Every Day. The mixing was done by Neil Avron. What I need to mention is that the UK and Japanese versions of this album contain bonus tracks. These bonus tracks are live versions of Butterfly, Island in the Sun, and Burnt Jam. As you can see, my copy does not have any of those bonus tracks. When researching this album, I read that it peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200. It was also certified platinum in the US and Canada, and gold in Japan. When it comes to the critics, they mostly gave it mixed reviews, since it has a 52 on Metacritic. Most reviews seem to be in the middle, but Q and Rolling Stone really liked it. It's just that NME thought it was mediocre, and Pitchfork, aka Shitfork, gave it a 0.4 out of 10. Honestly, fuck Pitchfork. That publication is an absolute fucking joke when it comes to music publications, and they suck worse than Rolling Stone. Now for my thoughts. Personally, I think this album is pretty good. It's not as good as any of its predecessors, but I enjoy it for what it is. It's also cool that Weezer decided to work with Rick Rubin, since he is one of my favorite music producers. Overall, I recommend checking out this album. Now let's part where I question you. Have you listened to Make Believe? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? What are your thoughts on Rick Rubin working with Weezer? Which music publication do you think is worse, Rolling Stone or Shitfork? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify of future videos. Thanks for watching, and fuck Pitchfork.